But Dark Sider here coming at you with another undefeated deck profile. I went to 3 different locals. I actually won all of them. I was playing Gemini FTK. I decided to play this instead of other decks just because I don't know. I wanted to have fun, I guess. And the deck's really good. Like people don't main deck cherry. Well, main deck cherry like targets for me, so I just go off most of the time. And then I main deck like Call by the Grave and stuff like that just to stop like hand traps. And I was playing other cards and other in different locals, I guess, to test it out. And then, like I said, just different choices, and I'll just explain to them. But this is the build that I'm playing right now. And I'll explain to you the builds that I was playing, even though I did go undefeated, the differences and things like that. So here's the deck profile, guys. So let's get started with 3 Rescue Rabbits. If for whatever reason people don't know what this does, basically you summon it, you banish it, and it gets you 2 level 4 or lower Earth monsters. And the Earth monsters that you get is triple Garnet. So essentially, Garnet is the better one, I think, than the Thunder one because it's obviously an Earth for Block Dragon and 19 Beat Stick. Sometimes you just gotta normal summon it. And then I do play 1 Lapis. I was playing 2 at 2 different locals, but at the last one I only played 1 just to test out how it would work with 1. The reason why I was playing 2 was because I wanted to see it more, and if I needed the second one for whatever reason, it was still there, so I could still do other things with it. But I don't know, it just like in the last local, it just didn't come up. Like I didn't need it, but it is good because sometimes like there was one game and one locals where I drew double Garnet and I had to go Rescue Rabbit to double Lapis. So I mean yeah. So but for the most part it doesn't come up. So yeah, so just 1 Lapis for now. But I might go back up to 2. We'll see. And then I play triple Obsidian. So this basically I'll read it to you guys, but it's pretty simple. If this card is sent from the hand to the graveyard, you can target 1 level 4 lower normal monster in the graveyard special summon it. So essentially it gives your plays going. As long as you can replenish the field or your hand with monsters after using Gemini Fusion is the reason why you play it. And this was probably the best one. And then I decided to play triple Lazuli at the last locals, but just to test out how if I do need the triple one, just because sometimes you do need an extra an effect. So basically what this one does when it's sent to the graveyard, so off of like Gemini, Brilliant Fusion, things like that, you could add back of another monster. So you could add. So most of the time you add back Lapis. But I was playing 2 at the first 2 locals and it was working out fine. So that's the thing. So I might take out the third the third Lazuli to put back the second Lapis. But but it worked out perfect if you guys want to play a triple Lazuli and 1 Lapis, because sometimes you do need the extra monster in your hand for the combo. And then if you draw too many of them, it's like, sometimes you need it. And then triple Gem Armadillo. So this is a Stratos for the deck, and sometimes it comes up because when you get your additional normal summon, you can summon it and add like Obsidian or Lazuli. So yeah, so that's the only reason why you play him at 3, and he's obviously a gem monster. Because if you open up 2 Gemini monsters in Brilliant Fusion, it's the FTK. Same thing as if you open up Rescue Rabbit. So that's the reason why you have him, because he gives you the additional monster. And then triple Block Dragon. So in 1 locals I only played 2, and I was playing other cards, but I decided to put the third one back in because the third one does come up where you just have to draw it if you have no other way to get to it. Because the only other way is to summon like Karaz or whatever, the Lightsworn guy, and then to dump into the graveyard or Foolish Burial. But there's games where you just don't have access to it, and you need this card. Like, so he's the third one is my 41st card, and it has came up, and I'm happy to play 3. I think, for the most part. And then I play double Lone Fire, and then the Predator Plunge package, and I play 1 Goblin Bird. So essentially, this package fuels the whole Block Dragon thing. So what's it called? So you summon Predator Plant into Invoker. What's it called? Well, then obviously you add the Brilliant Fusion, and then you get the Goblin Bird, and it gives you Mrs. Radiant, and then you can summon Block Dragon off of other stuff. So essentially, it provides extra Earth support, and it also baits out Ash and things like that. So that's the only reason why I'll have it in here, and it's obvious. I like it a lot. This package is really good. And then I only played 2 Lone Fire. If you guys don't know what it does, basically you get another plant. So essentially it just gives you one of these. And then, so I only played 2 because like the odds are super low, but I never want to draw 3 of this card. Because if you draw 2, it's fine because you can just discard it. I would rather discard like a Gemini monster or Block Dragon, obviously. But I mean, if you do happen to draw both, it's fine. So that's the only reason why I would only play 2. I don't never want to draw 3. And then drawing multiples, obviously really bad. So I want my ratios to be like that. I prefer a 5 ratio, since I think that's a good number to see them. And if you guys don't know what Block Dragon does, I'm sorry. When he sends it from the field to the graveyard 1 time, I guess once per turn, you could add 3, what's it called, Earth that equal level 8. So, what's it called? I'll read it to you guys, I guess. Cannot be normal summoner, set must be summoned from the hand or graveyard, banishing 3 Earths from the hand or graveyard, and cannot be spell summoned any other way. Rock type monsters you control cannot be destroyed except by battle. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add up to 3 rocks or monsters from your deck to the hand whose level total 8. So, what's it called? Yeah, so it's really good. And then 1 Crystal Rose, shout out to Steven Universe. So what's it called? This is just here for the extra for the extra special summon, and then obviously copying names sometimes it comes up. So it's really good, and it also makes you so that if you have to, you can make a Seraphinite. So that's the only reason why it's here. And if you guys don't know what it does, you can banish a fusion, special summon it, discard something, or you can send one to the graveyard. I mean, sorry, from the deck, and it copies its name. And then triple Brilliant Fusion. Obviously, this card is ridiculous. This is like the whole deck most of the time. And then triple Gem Knight Fusion. This card is broken. It gives you everything. The fact that you can just bring it back. If you guys don't know what it does, obviously it brings out a gem. But you can also banish a gem from the graveyard to add this back to your hand. So this card is ridiculous. And then I do play 3. It's searchable with quartz. But the thing is, like, sometimes drawing the fusion is like how you get to game. So it just comes up sometimes. And then quartz could add something else at that point. So there's better things to do than this. What's it called? 3 unexpected die. Like I said, 2 gem monsters equals game. So most of the time you just get Lapis with this or the Garnet, and then it just go off. And then you usually have another gem in hand or whatever. So yeah, if you guys don't know what it does, it brings out a normal vanilla from the deck. And then I play Foolish and Soul Charge. Foolish is just here to block Dragon. And then Soul Charge is here for when they hand trap you like crazy. You can just Soul Charge and still win the game. Soul Charge usually just means game because you usually can just play around every hand trap except for Droll. Depends on when they droll you, I guess. But yeah, so that's what the Soul Charge is here for. And the thing is, if this deck goes second and they don't have like the extra link, usually you can just OTK because of all the special summon monsters count as more. So you can either burn them for a game off of just the Lapis and Master Diamond, or you could even just win off of like pure damage plus the Lapis. So, because you guys are so huge. And then triple Called by the Grave. Obviously gets rid of every hand trap in the game. The only one that's annoying is Leonidas, but people don't play Leonidas, so that's fine. And then like I said, I was playing the second Lapis in some tournaments, and I was playing this card in some tournaments. Hook your boy up with another super, I'll trade it, whatever. So essentially, these are here just for that, just to get rid of hand traps. But I'm not a big fan of it. It's just, what's it called? I don't know. I don't like it because it was annoying when they didn't have something, and then, but when they didn't have a hand trap, and then they could draw a card or whatever. And then I'll read it to you if you guys don't know what it does. Both players reveal their hands. Each chooses one card from the other player's hand and discard the chosen card, and then both players draw a card. So if they didn't have a hand trap, it's annoying because I was always scared of them drawing a hand trap, and I was also scared of them drawing a hand trap out of this, even though they discarded a hand trap. But it was good. I mean, it was good. It helped out, and then sometimes they could fix your hand because the extra draw could have been a Brilliant Fusion, a Gemini Fusion, a Block Dragon, a Soul Charge, a Foolish. Like, so, I don't know. I might put this card back in. We'll see. And that's it for the main deck, guys. Oh wait, you guys don't know what I took out for this. I was basically paying double. I took out the 2 Lone Fires and the Block Dragon to play this, and then I was playing 2 Lazuli and I was playing this. So that's it. But the extra deck and stuff never changed because the extra deck is so tight. So Invoker, obviously, and then Yugioh. If you don't have the full combo, sometimes dropping this, like, it gives you obviously the 4 cards, so it usually equals game. And then the extra special summon usually helps you out with the whole burn. And then, like I said, if you don't have Black Dragon, this is the whole way you get to the combo. So you make the Lady Lapis, Master Diamond, burn for 3,000 each of them, and then you link into this with Master Diamond, something else or whatever, and then like to point down. Just to make sure that you point. Obviously, you have the zone to point down to, and or to side if you have Goblin on the board or whatever. But essentially, you put back the Master Diamond and then you Gemini Fusion into it again, and then burn again for 2,000 most of the time. You could burn for more, but obviously, you only have to make 8,000 most of the time. But yeah, so that's why it's here. So it's just to put back Master Diamond. This is rating because it's the whole point of the combo. Essentially, the way the combo works is that you Brilliant Fusion into Zirconia. Zirconia dumps Block Dragon and another monster or whatever, and then you can make. So then you have your normal, what's it called? Doesn't matter, any gem knight. Then you make quartz. Quartz adds you the fusion, and then you banish 3 for Black Dragon, and then you summon it or whatever, and then you go off. And then you search out, and then you get your quartz, you get your fusion, you get everything. So that's the way it works. And then you gotta make sure that you drop Master Diamond with quartz on the side, or on the farther side, and then you make Mrs. Radiant on the other farther side. So it gives you 3 zones essentially. And then Goblin if you need it, and then I guess the best card in the actual deck, Quartz. No one plays any cherries for this, so yeah. But I'll read it to you guys if you guys don't know what it does. So it's 2 gem monsters, and then if this card is linked summon, you can add 1 gem knight card from the deck to the hand. You can pay 1,000 fusion summon 1 gem knight fusion from your actual deck by shuffling materials in your possession listed into the deck that are banished or in the graveyard, but it cannot attack directly this turn. So obviously you can only use one of each effect per turn. So yeah, this guy's broken. It fills literally the whole deck. Like this is like the whole reason why it's good. And then I play 1 Gem Knight Lady Brilliant Diamond. So you only make this as a beat stick, and then sometimes it comes up with Crystal Rose. You have to banish the thing, so you just make it to get a fusion. But yeah, so that's that. And then Seraphonite, like sometimes it comes up. You don't really make it like other decks. And then Master Diamond is the whole combo, and then Zirconia, this is the one that you make with Brilliant Fusion most of the time. It's broken, it helps out. Obviously, it's huge, 29 beat stick. Same thing with the Master Diamond, 29. This one's 34, 33, 34, so they're all huge. And then 2 Lady Lapis, because this is all you need for the combo. Do not play 3, you do not need 3. The way it works is you go Master Diamond, dump. Sorry. Well, you make this, obviously, and then you drop the Lady Lapis, and then whatever. So now you have your 6 monsters on board. You go Lady Lapis and Lady Lapis to the graveyard, burn for 3k. Master Diamond, banish this. Burn for 3k, and then you can make your what's it called? Your unicorn with this and like other stuff. Put back Master Diamond and bring back Master Diamond, and then copy the Lapis that you use to make the unicorn. So there's that. And then there's no point in explaining the combo because there's so many like ways to get to it. It's literally just what you draw. So sorry about that though, guys. But there's just so many ways to get it. And then the side deck is 2 Red Reboot, 2 what's it called? Twin Twisters. So essentially, the whole side deck is literally just for going second. I don't want to play 3 of any of these because like just drawing too many would be like weird. I don't want to draw like multiple Twin Twisters or multiple this. So just having 1 of each was fine. And then let me see. I double what's it called? Fear mode. Obviously, you can still push through everything because sometimes you don't have to waste your normal summon or you have it whatever. So it's like this card is really good because it breaks the whole like what's it called, extra link thing, because obviously you can't beat that. So yeah, so this thing you have to play this card. I was playing 3, but one time I drew multiples of this and I just lost, so I just didn't want to. But the 2 is fine, at least for me. It works out for me. And then I play Triple Cherries. This was like the best card in the side deck, honestly. And then for the targets, I play Firewall against like everything. Honestly, this card is like broken as hell, so I have to play it. And then I do play Spiral, Double Helix. I don't play Soul, Soul, just because I think this is like the problem. And then what's it called? So I just wanted a generic thing that could just hit in the whole deck. The reason why I do play this is because like they can still make the crazy boards without Firewall, like just with using this. So that's the thing. But I think Goki can't make it without Firewall. So. And then with Electromite, I don't want to get the 5 negates or whatever. So yeah, that's why I play it. And then Toad, because people in my locals play the Toad deck, and this thing is just super annoying, so I just don't want to deal with it. And then I do play 1 Mermaid and 1 Ibli. So the whole reason behind these 2 cards is that if they extra link me plus Ibli, I want to be able to clear like something and then still be able to drop like Mermaid on them. Or if even them just dropping Ibli on me, not even extra linking, is super annoying. So I have to have a way to deal with it. So I just summon this because like summoning a gem and then getting rid of this with the gem and then making like, I don't know, like let's say like a goblin or something. It's just not efficient. Like it just doesn't really, like obviously I lose at that point. So I need something that just clears it. And then I play this just because sometimes like this comes up, and then obviously giving them Ibli is like really good. So yeah, that's the only reason why I do it. Or like just having an extra monster on board that they have to deal with, and I can burn off of it too. So it'll burn for more damage essentially, and I don't have to do as much work off of it. That's the only reason why I do it. And like I said, giving it to them is like really good, and then they stop my combo. Then having this is like really good. Cause I still have that big beat sticks, and then they still have to deal with this. And yeah, guys, that's it for the main deck. I mean, the main deck, the side deck, and the extra deck. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it. I will start doing more uploads, and I'll start having other people on my channel. So yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and peace out, guys.